Miles Breckoff for Cox 4. Welcome to Community LA. Today we're highlighting some energetic groups focused on the future of our great state. We'll be traveling down the Mississippi and to Livingston Parish. But first, we take a look at a different concept from our friends at Peak Performance Physical Therapy. It's called Our Exercise, and it is doctor-prescribed fitness in a fun atmosphere. Take a look.
For the last 35 years, my mission has been to help people enjoy a better quality of life. I've been fortunate because I work with every type of population group, and I also work with every type of individual. I work with people that have strokes, I work at skilled nursing facilities, and I spent 10 years working with the finest athletes in the world. So I've been blessed that I've seen what lifestyle does to function and to the aging process. And that's how Our Exercise came into being. Our Exercise is an individualized fitness program. And what makes it unique is that the program is designed to the individual's specific needs. If the person knows that that program is just for them and they have the right support, they have the expertise, they're more likely to change their lifestyle.
I will be at the end of this year, I will be as light as I was when I got married, and my 30th anniversary is this June.
I've lost over 40 pounds. I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I've gotten off some of the medications as far as the high blood pressure, and I just feel a whole lot better.
The whole idea of the program is to get you started, for you to enjoy the experience, see and feel the results, and then we feel that at the end of 3 months, you're not going to give up.
I didn't expect it to be so hands-on and them to be, really paying attention to what I'm doing and helping me figure out different ways to do the exercises and whatnot, and that it would be something that I would do continuously.
It becomes more of a habit and you want to be here.
You definitely see results. Whatever you're trying to achieve, you can do it here.
We are team-oriented in terms of professional help or professional expertise. We work with family physicians very, very closely. I've always felt that when you decide to change your lifestyle, you first and foremost make certain that the changes you make are going to be beneficial to you. And that's the reason that you see your physician. And I've also found out that when you have experts from different fields working together at the client's best interest and to meet their specific needs, you get much better results. So we have an advisory committee of experts in the field. We have a nutritionist, we have physical therapists, we have exercise specialists, we work with the family physician. We all work together once we identify what your needs are.
I had been floundering, trying to just do classes and just keep up with fitness on my own, which was, it was better than nothing, but it wasn't working out that well. So I signed on at the Spectrum Medical Wellness and Fitness Program, and I just love it.
The people were friendly, they were professional, and I knew that they were here to help me. This wasn't a fashion contest. It wasn't a usual gym atmosphere, walking around. This was here for a purpose. It was for your health.
They cater to your abilities, and if you do not like an exercise or it hurts a certain group, muscle group or so forth, they make adjustments to your comfortability with that exercise.
I don't really do anything that I don't want to do, but I'm always trying to challenge myself.
I usually work out at the Dutchtown location, and we have a group of ladies who all work out together. So we all know about each other and kids and family and retired or ailments, and then you come here, and I know a few people here also. So, it doesn't matter which location we're at. Everybody kind of talks and gets along no matter what.
We're open from 5 in the morning till 6 at night. What we've done with Our Exercise, location-wise, we've provided 4 different locations that basically makes it easier for people to go to exercise. They're interchangeable in terms that you can visit. If you belong to one, you can visit all 3. So if you're at work, you can go to one location and another location is best for you. We have locations, one in Denham Springs, one in Dutchtown, Industrialplex, and the Spectrum Fitness on Perkins Road at Kenilworth. What you don't use, you will lose. Aging is not the problem. It's disuse that's the problem. We cannot do anything about the numbers, but we can do everything about the quality of life that we have.
Whatever your individual needs are, they'll find out what they are, and they'll do a good job for you.
As long as you're moving and exercising and getting out there and keep on going, you know. I mean, that's what's gonna make you live long and feel good.
Do yourself a favor. You were given this body. You've always, until the end, you've got a chance to do better, and you should take advantage of it.
If you want more information, we got our website, phone the number on the screen, and you're going to get all the information that you need to get you started.
Our exercise is growing rapidly and can help you or someone you know improve their health dramatically. Up next, we check in with law enforcement officials who are making our area safer. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Community LA here on Cox 4. You know, the number one thought that a parent has is a comfortable and safe environment for their family. No one understands that more than Livingston Parish Sheriff Jason Ard. Let's visit with his team to see what modern law enforcement means to our area.
Since 2012, when I was elected, we've been able to accomplish a great bit here at this office, mostly due to the deputies that we have working here. They're such a tremendous group of men and women that are dedicated to this parish. And so, you know, we've had some challenges with the growth of this parish. Has been just tremendous. And, you know, we've recognized since, you know, this increase in our population that there's been an unfortunate increase in our burglaries and thefts. So recognizing that and working hard toward, you know, what can we do to fix this issue. And in doing that, we've created this burglary task force, and they have really done a great job in decreasing that issue. And work really hard at it. So it's, and of course, the numbers show that. And like burglaries and thefts, you know, narcotics is one of those crimes, along with those other two, that are something that nationwide that law enforcement battle. I mean, you're going to battle that. And, you know, and narcotics has always been at the top of the list. And that's the root of most crimes, if not all crimes. But most crimes, you know, narcotics are involved in it. And so it's been a challenge to us, like some of the others, because of the increase in population. You know, we've seen some increase in some of the narcotic behavior. So we had recently beefed up our narcotic division, and with that we've got close to $2 million in illegal narcotics off the streets. A lot of people want to hear about your burglaries and your narcotics because that's what a lot of them are kind of connected to in some way. And but you know, this office is made up of so much more, and the ones that really stick out to me is your patrol deputies, because you know although they're the front line, a lot of people think they just go there and they kind of turn everything over. Which a lot of times your patrol deputy is the one to handle things from the time they get there to the time it goes to court. I mean, they really do a tremendous job. They have a lot of great technology in those units now. From back in the early 90s when I was in a patrol car to now, it just looks like a spaceship to me. I mean, there's so much, you know, from laptop computers to radars. We have some new in-car cameras, and you know, things that they need to help them do their job better. And so you want these guys to be able to be equipped very well, and they are. And they're also connected to so much. You know, the patrol division is not just patrol guys. You have K-9 units on there. And we have some of the top K-9 guys in the country. I'll put them up against anybody. They do a tremendous job. We actually have 4 of them. And we have a criminal patrol division that's also in link with that. We have a motor division that actually does a lot of not only funeral escorts, but pays a lot of attention to traffic issues in a growing parish. We have a lot of that. We have our marine division, which, you know, everybody knows in Livingston Parish. I mean, we have so many waterways, and it's become a tremendous burden on us. We work hand in hand with the Wildlife and Fishery and the surrounding agencies, Ascension Parish and St. John. We have a couple of locals in the O'Keefe Police Department that actually have some waterways, and they have some boats. And on these big weekends, we have these major events from Lake Bash and poker runs, the Tick Fall 200, which is a huge event. It's a big challenge for these Marine Division. But when you see Marine Division, don't think those guys are only in there operating boats. Most of those guys are coming out of the patrol units and getting in the boat. They're very well trained, very well educated. They know their job. They know what they need to do So if you're a citizen of Livingston Parish, I can tell you this. I've been all over the nation and met many sheriffs, many police chiefs, many law enforcement officers. We have, without a doubt, some of, if not the best men and women that you could possibly ask for to protect this parish. They are just tremendous, tremendous people. They are from here, they're connected to here, they have family here, their kids, everything. Being from this community, living in this community, it makes us a little sense of ownership that you care about it. They dedicate their lives, literally, on a daily, nightly, 24/7 basis, every day, to protect you and your family. We want to continue to work with our community. We want you to continue to trust us, to feed us the information you've always fed us. Open your doors to us. Don't hesitate to call with that information. Just know that we're here to serve and protect you, the citizen, and to make this place the safe place it's always been and continue to keep it safe. So I'm proud of where we're at today, and I'm very excited where we're going to be at in the future.
Livingston Parish is a great place to live, and when we return, you'll meet a team that is making that attractive and very affordable. Stay with us on Community LA. Welcome back. Livingston Parish is growing by leaps and bounds. Cox 4 has partnered with many companies and agencies to get the word out. One of our partners are the folks at Gary Lewis Properties. They have focused on the Satsuma area and things are taking off. Take a look.
In today's society, you want a place where your kids can go outside and you don't have to worry about them running over to the dumpster or going to check the mail or something like that. You want them to feel safe, that they can go over to the pool and play, that you don't have to be constantly watching them. And this is a nice area, it's a quiet area, it's a safe area, good schools, a good community, and you have that sense of community in the complex as well. We like to have things that are different. You know, that's not gonna look like your everyday average run-of-the-mill apartment complex. We want our property to look nice. We want it to be attractive. We want that to be someplace where you're driving by on the freeway and you see a sign that you say, oh, wow, that's really nice. I'd really like to live there. It's well maintained. It looks nice on the outside. And you know, where you're not feeling like you're just living in some high-rise apartment building with 100 other people.
All the countertops are granite, the real wood cabinets, laminate flooring in the living room area, carpet in all the bedrooms. The exterior is all brick, stone, and hardy siding. We don't have any vinyl siding on any of the buildings. Architectural shingles, and just pretty good quality material for an apartment complex.
I was looking for a nice place that would have big rooms, big closets for my kids to put all their things in, that would look fairly nice and was new. A lot of the other places weren't nearly as nice. This had granite and hardwood floors. I liked the stain with the cabinets and the different amenities they had in there. I love the fact that they had a lot of property so we could run or walk or they could ride their bikes.
There's several hundred feet of bulkhead, and it's got a handrail all around it, so it's pretty safe and they can fish right off of that. They've catch bass up to 5 pounds, plenty of brim, catfish, sac-a-lait, everything they need.
People really like that. They like to be able to go out there and fish in the lake, whether, you know, they take the fish home and fry it up and eat it, or if they just throw it back, you know, catch and release. And, you know, young boys, they love to do that, and dads like to do that with their sons, and it's relaxing. It's a way to get away, and you've got that out there. You could go out to the lake, and it's serene and quiet, and you're sitting out there, and you don't have all the hustle and bustle of everything that's going on during the day. You can just relax and let everything go and just fish. The highlights of our properties are, they are spacious. The bedrooms are large, the closets are phenomenal, and especially for women. We've got to have a lot of space for our clothes and our shoes and everything else, and a lot of places don't put a lot of details into the smaller things like that. And it's quiet, and we respond quickly with work orders, maintenance issues. We're a company that cares about our tenants. We're not just some company that has places all over the country, and everything has to go through a corporate headquarters. We're a local management company, and we're around in the area, and we're on the property, and we know what's going on, and we try to stay on top of things. And that's important, that one-on-one customer-tenant interaction, and know that they can call somebody and somebody's going to care and somebody's going to be there. We take our maintenance requests very seriously. We try to get all maintenance issues taken care of within 24 to 48 hours. We have a 24-hour emergency number for our tenants. They can also submit their maintenance request, non-emergency request, usually via our website.
I think the population's moving out this way. I think that people want to live where it's more of a bedroom community, but they want to have access to everything that a city has. So I think that's the direction that it's moving to out here.
It's a great location because you can be to the city, to Baton Rouge, to Hammond, to New Orleans in a matter of time, just up on the highway and go. And yet you don't have to be living there. You don't have to worry about the crime and all of that. You can go and do shopping or you know, all the exciting things that you can do in the city, but then come home to a quiet area, a safe area, and get away from all the noise and chaos, I think, sometimes. We have several different ways that you can contact us. We have a website, southernlocations.com, where you can go online. It's got all of our properties on there that we manage. It has we'll be getting virtual tours on there as well, but it has a listing of the properties, amenities, and you can call the office and speak with any of our lovely ladies in the office, and they'll be more than happy to show you any of our available properties. You can also email us at glprops@bellsouth.net.
Special thanks to Gary and his team for putting up the Navy Phantom II jet near the Satsuma exit on I-12. We're going to take a quick time out, but when we come back, we will visit the famous Houmas House on the Mississippi. Don't miss it. Welcome back. Louisiana is known for our antebellum homes, and one of our favorites is in Ascension Parish and is built on a site that the Houmas Indians used to catch the wind and the shade off the Mississippi River. It's called the Houmas House, and the gardens there are works of art. Take a look.
I realized that there was a need for historic homes to be used for entertaining, whether it be for weddings or grand galas for conventions and things like that. So I went out to try to find a location that I could use to develop for fine entertaining. And after searching for 2 years, I'd kind of given up, and then all of a sudden Houmas House came up for sale, and I got it under contract the day after it was listed. And it's been 9 years of redeveloping Houmas House to be what it is today, a place to visit culture, architecture, gardens, and fine dining. This was the base camp, if you want to call it that, for the Houmas Indians. They planted the trees here, the alley of trees, the grand live oaks here, as a gateway from the Mississippi River, and the alley of trees brought you to the mound where the Indians had their celebrations and where they lived. In 1770, they sold the property to Alexander Latil, who's a Frenchman, who built the original French house here in 1770. And it was a small trading post house. Then there were a succession of sales, and in 1812, Wade Hampton bought the property to develop it as a sugarcane plantation. And he built the big house, which is known as the Houmas House today, in the front. And it went through a series of transitions, changes, through a 20-year period to what you see today. In 1828, they added the grand colonnade around the house because his wife said she wouldn't live in the swamps of Louisiana unless he built her a temple. So he added the colonnade to the house to make it a temple, and she came and moved here. People think I sit on the front porch having mint juleps rocking in a rocking chair, and it's far from that. We have tourists who come from around the world to see the house. We have 2 restaurants. One's a cafe for lunch, one's a fine dining restaurant at nighttime. And we do all sorts of events here, from grand galas for conventions as well as weddings. And weddings happen to be one of our major sources of business today. We've built 2 ballrooms where we fulfill all the dreams of brides who want to get married, just like the weddings in Gone with the Wind and other such famous movies. So we're running tourism, we're doing historic renovation. We have 38 beautiful acres of gardens for people to stroll through. And we have a staff of about 120 people for the restaurant and catering facility, so it's not sitting on the porch having mint juleps. We won a Scenic Byways grant from the federal government, from the Department of Transportation, to build a steamboat museum here. And it'll be the National Steamboat Museum, and there'll be a amphitheater, docking facility. It'll be a grand facility that'll be open to the public free of charge from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. We're the co-developer of it. 50% of the funds are from the federal government, 50% funds come from the Houmas House Foundation. And it'll be a great experience for people to see the culture of the Mississippi River, the folklore, the music, and the commerce of the river during the 1800s.
I think most people enjoy the experience of the steamboat just due to the fact that it's a trip back into past history. As you can see through walking through this boat, it's a mix of actual antiques and reproductions, and the boat was built in 1995 to replicate one of the biggest steamboats that had ever been built in the American waterways, the old J.M. White. It's been quite nice to revive the boat and bring her back to life and visit some of these ports. Certainly Houmas House ranks on the top of our ports, as well as of all of the great plantations that are up and down the river.
It's wonderful to visit the things in your own backyard. People in New York never visit the Statue of Liberty, yet the rest of the world goes to see the Statue of Liberty. We have wonderful history, the culture here, the architecture, great restaurants. We were named as one of the top 20 restaurants in America by Esquire magazine. We're listed as one of the top 100 restaurants in the world. Everyone knows Louisiana has great food, but at Houmas House, you can dine in the atmosphere of the mansion itself. The restaurant is in the house, and it's just a very romantic, relaxing way to spend a day. We tell people when you arrive here and you enter the property, you forget the rest of the world exists. We've created a garden atmosphere here where you can just live the life of a great sugar baron. Visit Houmas House. It's the Sugar Palace. It's the grand jewel of Louisiana's River Road. HoumasHouse.com is the website. We're open 7 days a week. We are only closed on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And we are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Mondays and Tuesdays. And the rest of the week we open at 9 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. for tours.
When you visit the Houmas House, be sure to check out the food. As a former chef, I can assure you that you will love it. Be sure and go out and make a difference in your community today. I'm Nils Breckhoff. See you next time on Cox 4, Louisiana's local television.